guys, welcome back. Today I was going to talk to you about plantain, which is a backyard weed herb. You probably see it everywhere, and once you know what it is, you'll notice it more. Usually people just go over it, mow over it, get rid of it. But it wonderful properties, first aid properties, medical properties, and there's two different kinds. Now you'll start seeing it coming up in spring, about where we are now. This is, I went and grabbed some of this, which is starting to wilt. I stuck it in a cup. But then in mid-summer, you'll see the seed stalks come up. I'm going to stick a picture at the end so you can see how it looks with the seed stalks. It's another good way to identify it. Let me pull one of these off. A really good way to identify it is this has they have little veins in the leaves. Let me put something darker behind this. You can see these little veins that come up. You'll notice that it's on the back. You can see it really good. That's how you can identify it. They have broad leaves, and then they have some that are, skinnier, longer. There's actually 3 different types. There's 2 types that I usually see, but you'll learn to notice they all have that kind of same vein in the leaf structure. So the leaves and the seeds, they are edible. You can throw them in salads or different things, and it's great for topical first aid. You can take, some of these. This is kind of wet, and you can chew this. I'm not going to demonstrate for you. You don't want to see me making a spit poultice on camera, but you can chew this up, make a spit poultice out of this, and put it, if you have a wound, a burn, anything like that. We call these nature's band-aids. You can have like a little, hole, just have like a tiny hole in these. And after you do your little spit poultice up there, if you have a variety of different injuries, and you just wrap this around your finger, pull it real tight and wrap it on there, and you'll have a little nature's band-aid. So for topical, it does, it removes toxins, inflammation, venom, stings. It has a cooling effect. So that will help. If you get bit by something, stung by something, you got yourself, get a burn, anything, and you're out, this is what you're going to grab a hold of. And it's, you see it everywhere. Once you learn it, you'll start noticing it more and getting it. So also internal, you can do like a tea or a tincture. You dry these, like I'll take a bunch of these, I'll dry them up, use them for a tea or make tinctures. And I will, as usual, I'll put that down in the description for you on the directions on how to make you a tincture and teas with that. So internally, it's wonderful for the GI tract. Pretty much all mucous membrane, but for your GI tract, any kind of bleeding or ulcers, infection, any internal inflammation is going to have the same effect as it has external. And so, people who have IBS, colitis, leaky gut syndrome, it'll help with that, and it pulls toxins from your gut and help, eliminate those things out of your body. It's part of a good detox also for things like that. Mucous membranes, it's really good for mouth and gums. Like if you can, chew these up, or you can make a strong tea and make a mouthwash and gargle with that. If you have, people who have issues with like gingivitis, or they had a tooth extraction or ulcers in their mouth, or any kind of inflammation in their mouth, that is great for that. And as far as lung health, people who have, like stuff like asthma, or if you have anything going on with your lungs, it helps with that. And you can do a tincture or tea for that as well. Bronchitis and different type of infections. Now, when I say infections, I give y'all other things that are stronger herbs for a heavier infection. This is what I call, they call it a weak. I call it a soft antibiotic, which means not anything very serious for say pneumonia or something like that. But it's a soft antibiotic, and it'll keep things from, kind of taking hold. Or if you're having like a bronchitis thing, that's plantain's good for that. So it does help with autoimmune disorders, and with people who have, if they're using this for autoimmune disorders, I recommend doing a tea twice a day for that, and it'll help with autoimmune disorders. And it helps draw out like mucus and coughing up things, kind of like the natural Mucinex type thing. It'll help with that. And also internal parasites. This is something else that's going to be, there's a lot of different varieties for, you know, parasite cleanse. I've talked about stuff like that before. But, you know, you'll notice this, and you'll notice the, you know, the vein part that are on the back. And there's broad leaves like these, and then there's skinny leaves. And I will put mature pictures at the end of the video so you can see the difference, because this is early spring and I'm wanting the leaves myself to do tinctures and teas and dry them. So I start gathering a bunch in early spring, which is right now, and then midsummer you'll see the little seed stalks that come up in the middle. But you know, it's kind of a floret pattern how it grows on the ground. You see everywhere, pathways. I don't know, it seems to be where people are most. Again, always, if you're going to get that and use it for external or internal, make sure it's somewhere they do not spray. You're going to do more harm if you get somewhere that's spraying, you know, different things, pesticides and herbicides and all that. You don't want any of those chemicals in your body. But it's another one, you know, you'll find it and know how to identify it, know how to use it. It's great for first aid, natural medicine. In your preps, I always say get tons of things like this and go ahead and get you a bunch dried and put away so you'll have it on hand. And something I want to share with you guys. I hope it helps. Everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.